Don't judge this person by their current circumstances, because one day, this individual will become one of the highest paid actors in the world. The hero of a story loved by millions, tied to a company whose tales have cast a spell over audiences. This magic is so powerful that people take leaves from work and school just to make theaters go houseful. The spell is so strong that fans turned one of its movies into the second highest grossing film in the world. But this same successful company, with millions of fans, ends up bankrupt. It sinks into debt from top to bottom. From bankruptcy to blockbuster success, in a story where Iron Man saves the world on screen and the company off screen. This is the story of Marvel. The date is April 18th, 1938. A comic book titled Action Comics is launched, introducing the world to Superman for the first time. This comic becomes a massive hit and earns incredible profits, completely transforming the comic book industry. For the first time, publishers realized the potential in superhero stories. Among these publishers was Martin Goodman, who would go on to establish Marvel. In 1939, Martin Goodman founded Timely Comics. This small company would later become the largest entertainment company in the world. That year, Marvel's first book, Marvel Comics, was released, introducing its first superhero, the Human Torch. The comic was an instant hit, selling almost 1 million copies. Soon, the Timely Comics team began forming. The company's first editor, Joe Simon, along with new recruit Jack Kirby, began creating a superhero who would go on to become one of the most popular heroes and a major moneymaker for Marvel, Captain America. At that time, Marvel licensed Captain America to Republic Pictures for free, hoping to promote the newly launched character. However, Captain America had no backstory and wasn't even shown with his iconic shield yet. Republic Pictures improvised, giving Captain America a gun instead of a shield and creating a backstory on their own. In March 1941, the first Captain America comic book was launched, and this patriotic superhero gained immense popularity during World War II. Over 1 million copies were sold, making Captain America a household name. With work piling up, Martin Goodman hired his 16-year-old brother-in-law for small tasks like cleaning and organizing desks. Nobody expected much from him, but that boy's name was Stan Lee, the very person who would give Marvel its biggest stars. During World War II, Captain America and other patriotic heroes became incredibly popular, especially because they were shown fighting villains like Hitler. But after the war, the craze for patriotic superheroes dwindled, and audiences grew bored. Marvel shifted gears, creating comics in romance, horror, and crime genres to keep readers interested. However, the real revolution came in 1961 when Stan Lee reimagined superheroes. He questioned why superheroes were always perfect, handsome, strong, and flawless. Why couldn't they have weaknesses, fears, or flaws? This led to the creation of The Amazing Spider-Man, featuring Peter Parker, a hero with relatable struggles. Spider-Man became Marvel's most successful comic, and the concept was applied to characters like the Hulk and the Thing, who, despite being heroes, looked like monsters. Stan Lee's new approach attracted not only children, but also mature audiences. Marvel went on to launch iconic heroes like Thor, Ant-Man, Iron Man, the X-Men, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange, along with unforgettable villains like Thanos, Doctor Doom, and Magneto. By 1968, Marvel was selling over 5 million comics a year. That same year, Martin Goodman sold Marvel to Cadence Industries. By 1972, Martin retired as publisher, handing over the reins to Stan Lee, who became Marvel's president. But times changed. Books were replaced by computers and mobile phones, and reading comics became a tedious task for people. By the 1990s, the comic industry faced a massive decline, and even big companies like Marvel couldn't escape it. On December 27, 1996, after years of losses, Marvel filed for bankruptcy. Its share price plummeted from $35 to just $2, and the company was $500 million in debt. Marvel's downfall seemed imminent until, in 1997, Toy Biz bought Marvel and brought it back to the market. The new owners, Isaac Perlmutter and Avi Arad, had one-goal movies. But Marvel didn't have the money to produce films. Reluctantly, Marvel sold the cinematic rights of its superheroes to other studios. Blade became the first Marvel character to hit the big screen, earning $70 million. But Marvel only got $25,000. Then came X-Men and Spider-Man, which grossed $3 billion combined. However, Marvel received just $62 million. Realizing the untapped potential, producer David Maisel proposed that Marvel create its own movies to retain full profits, but they needed money. In 2005, investment firm Merrill Lynch loaned Marvel $525 million, secured against their top 10 superheroes. If Marvel failed to repay, it would lose its most valuable assets. Marvel decided to make a movie on Iron Man, a relatively unknown character at the time. Director Jon Favreau was brought on board, and after much debate, Robert Downey Jr. was cast as Tony Stark. Despite RDJ's troubled past, Jon Favreau believed he was perfect for the role. On May 2, 2008, Iron Man was released. It became an instant blockbuster, earning over $585 million. Marvel repaid its debt and caught Disney's attention. In 2009, Disney bought Marvel for $4 billion. Since then, Marvel has produced 33 movies, earning over $29 billion. Its most successful film, Avengers Endgame, grossed $2.2 billion, making it the second highest grossing film of all time. Even after Endgame, Marvel continues to thrive with shows and movies like Loki Moon, Night Shang-Chi What If, and the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine. Recently, Marvel announced the return of RDJ, not as Iron Man, but as one of the greatest villains, Victor Von Doom. If you found this zero-to-hero story inspiring and are a Marvel fan, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and comment. Love you 3000.